I'm Brandy. Welcome to Her Role Model. Who am I? Whose role model am I? I am my daughter's role model, a couple of friends' role model, family members' role model, and yours if you need one. So basically, I'm here today to go over a couple items. I picked up the new Fenty foundation, concealer, a couple other little products that I want to review with you guys. So I figured we'd get into it. So we'll start off with, I actually purchased 385. The Fenty shade, the initial launch in 2017, I never could find my happy matched. I tried 400, 410, 390, and 370. I couldn't find it. And I know this is new to you guys. I am new to you guys, but I will tell you right now, I don't mix foundations. That's a no-no for me. So let's just say we return them. Currently, I use a couple of other foundations like Bare Minerals and Too Faced. And being that this is a new video for you guys and new introduction to me, what we'll do is we'll go off of what we newly purchased and we'll backtrack over things that I love throughout other videos. So basically, again, I told you I got the shade 385 and I got the concealer 380. I know they kind of pair their concealers up together, but I did want a little bit more of a highlight. And I currently use Armande by Nars, and it's kind of my perfect shade. And I was like, I don't want it to be my perfect shade. I want it to be a little bit of a highlight. So I'll show the two swatches. Make sure you can see that one. So this is 380, and this is Armande from Nars. So you see it's a little bit oranger. So I feel like this will be a perfect happy medium for highlighting my skin up under my eyes and everything like that. And I may go back and try 385 to see if it can do really good spot correcting. I'll come in closer. If I can do some spot correcting or anything like that. So we'll start off with priming and just doing a full face. I will also be reviewing the Nars palette. I want to blind y'all. This is the Nars palette, and it's a skin deep. We're gonna do just a basic, simple eye, just to go with a big glam face. So that's what we'll be starting off with. I will be starting off with, grab my primer, the Hangover Too Faced Hangover RX primer. We'll start off with that. Kind of while we're doing that, we'll have a little chit chat. So again, my name is Brandy. I'm a mom of 3, a wife to 1. Like this day and age, we have to say that. I have a 2-year-old, an 11-year-old boy, a 13-year-old boy, and a daughter who's 2. And that was how we decided to streamline this video, is because I originally wanted her to have a role model, somebody that she can look up to. We're going to prime our eyes as well. We're going to use this Fenty primer. Just going to use, this is actually a Japanese quick or whatever, a brush I get from Ulta. If you see me looking this way, this is where my mirror is. So we're just going to prime our eyelids just a little bit as a base for the foundation or the concealer. And so basically this channel is, I'm going to start with this color, which is Coconut Grove. So the start of this channel is basically just to introduce myself, introduce who I am and what I am doing and what my goals are for this channel. And again, it's just basically to provide a role model for my daughter, so she knows she can look back on these videos and see kind of what her mom has done in my growth. I currently live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have not always lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am a new resident of Charlotte, as I started 2 years ago. I was living in basically Atlanta, Georgia. And so me and my husband moved here off of his job. And I will say it's been a different transition as I've moved away from my family, but no worries, it's all right. We will learn together. And that was another reason why I figured we can start a YouTube channel, because I needed other ways to get myself out there and occupy my time. I currently work from home, so if you guys want more information on that or my history, I'll be happy to give that as well. But yeah, we're just going to do a simple smoky eye. So we have that color. We're going to go in. I love these bronzy light colors. So we're going to go ahead and use that and just do a real simple kind of blend, because the real review is mostly for the Fenty foundation. I have a couple Marc Jacobs lipsticks in front of me as well that I feel like has gotten slept on. I do. I feel like nobody is mentioning them like that. And they need to, because us women of color, and if you're not women of color, he has a lighter color for you, but us women of color are always looking for that next shade that we can wear, just be flawless without a liner. That's the point, without a liner. So I feel like we are always looking for that happy medium. What do y'all think? Something real simple, put in a little bright. We're gonna go in with this lighter shade, which is Calendar Girl. We're gonna use this as a transition color. Normally I do the transition color first, but I wasn't sure about what I was actually going to do with this eye look, so I kind of waited, let it fill it all out. This transition color seems to turn in a mixture. It tends to have a little purple hue to it when it's mixing with the other two colors, that kind of coppery bronze color. So yeah, I think I like that. And so we're just going to blend out our edges just a little bit more. I do like to do my eye makeup first. I get a lot of fallout. I'm not the perfect eye makeup kind of person, so I do use that first, but it looks like to me there is no fallout with this. I'm not saying I only use 3 shades, so is there more fallout? But I actually love this palette. I love the colors, and if you want a more in-depth review on it, let me know, and I can give you more swatches, and I can kind of swatch all the colors on my skin. So we're about to get into it now. We got some stuff. Okay, so originally last year she came out with the foundation brush. I bought it along with the foundation. It didn't work, but I wanted to support her. I wanted to support Rihanna, so I kept the foundation brush, never used it. But let's be honest, I like something a little bit thicker. I got a big face, so this will take me forever and a day to use, and maybe that's another reason why I just kind of kept it. So we're actually going to use this Marc Jacobs brush. Excuse the dirtiness because we've already tested it off something else, but this is the Marc Jacobs Face 3 brush. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little, in comparison, it's way shorter. It's kind of one of those fat, but it provides just more of a coverage area for me. So we're going to go in with that. So again, we're going to use shade 350. I'm not going to go into all the details because 1,001 people have videos out already. Here is the packaging, the concealer, and the foundation. Again, I got the concealer in 380 and the foundation in 385. I also picked up a replacement matchstick in Truffle. That's what I use to contour with. So, and I also picked up the concealer brush. I'm really excited about this because I do like to use brushes for my under eye. So we're going to get into this. This is 385, and I'll give you a couple more examples as well. So here is 385, and I'm going to show it to you again in relation to my other kind of swatches. So remember, this was Armande from Nars, this was the concealer, and this is 385. So I have not swatched this on my face. The only thing I did was do a chest swatch and store the the employee said, yep, that's your shade. And I went with it. Like, and I want to show you guys as well. Let me let it dry down a little bit. So she agreed that she figured it was my shade. It's right there. Like, when I tell you that sucker is right there, it is right there. But it's blending in so well that I'm excited. So we're going to go in and we are going to use this foundation. I did hear it was kind of matte, and that's the reason why I chose to use my Hangover RX. But I also have the Bobbi Brown base as well. If this is not moisturizing enough, then we can use that. So as we talk and I put on, I do have some flaws. I don't know if you can see them, but I have hyperpigmentations on my chin and my nose. And if you want further information about that, I can give you some information about how my story on my hyperpigmentation and how I corrected them. And the products that I used. So yes, I did hear that this is super matte. So I was a little concerned about that because I do have combination oily skin, but my skin is really textured. So the fact that this was that dry, I was like, oh, let me add a little moisture to it. So we're going to see if we like it. So I basically only had one pump on my hand, and this is the coverage I got from one pump, which is not bad. Right? We're going to give us another little half a pump. So I think is a good one. And here is the consistency again. It's a very watery, not too thick. It doesn't even feel like a gel or anything. And we're going to kind of hit whatever highlighted points on my face that I feel like I need to hit. I was told, because again, I returned my other one. I couldn't find a happy match, so I never embraced how to use this particular foundation. So for me, I feel like this is a good match. We're basing off if we even like the foundation, because I don't know. I don't know if we like it. But based off of all the reviews, why shouldn't we? I've done a couple of friends' face and she had Fenty, but she also had a different skin type than me. So, so how's that looking? Let's make sure we get our ears, which I purposely didn't put earrings on because of that. How are we looking, y'all? I think it's a good match, right? Come up closer. I do feel like it's accentuating a little bit of my texture, which just means to me I feel like I need to add a better moisturizer up under the base, because I am fresh off of a face mask. I was like, I can't come up in here introducing myself to y'all with a face that needs to be exfoliated. So this face, we're just going to clean up any extra we have on our hand and go ahead and just slap it on our face. So yeah, so that's the foundation. Everybody's done reviews on them. It feels okay on my face. I do feel and see, because I'm looking at a mirror here, I see the how matte it got. It is what it is. So I'm a person, I spray a lot of spray at the very end, and I feel like that'll help with that. But again, push come to shove, I know I can use a more moisturizing primer. So now we're going to go in with the concealer. Again, this concealer is 380. Ooh, it is super soft. I like the applicator. I'm not somebody, again, because I have some fine lines up under my eyes. I crease very well. So we are not going to cake it up under my eyes. That hyperpigmentation I normally tell you guys about, I normally try to highlight that as well. It's right here. And again, if y'all want further information on how I cleared up my hyperpigmentation. I will give you guys that as well. I pretty much only do that. I don't go all the way up. Just put a little dot there, and I further get my chin area. It to me balances out the hyperpigmentation that I have. When I'm feeling really jazzy, I may color correct, but I do find out color correctors make me orange. No matter what, I don't have a lot of red in my skin, so using something like that does make me orange. So we are going to be using the Fenty concealer brush. I don't know if you can read that. My lights might be a little high. But it's just a concealer brush. If you do see it, it is at a tad bit of an angle, which is really nice. So you can be able to, you know, kind of drag it down. And so that is what we're going to do. We're going to drag and pat. Patting where the fine lines are, and then we drag around the actual outer perimeter of it. So, right. So, I do think if you are like me and needed a better match and you are 380, I saw a couple people doing 370 as their highlight shade. I put it in my basket, and who knows, I may try it again. When I got to the store, I was so excited. I had the 2-year-old with me, and she'll swatch some other stuff, and again, in my channel you will meet her as well. But I was so excited, but there were so many people in there. I forgot to even swatch 370, the concealer. I got in there and I was too excited. I heard about 385. Once I swatched it, I was like, oh, it's mine. It's mine. And she gave me the sample. I said, it's mine. So I ended up just go ahead and getting that. And then I swatched 385, the concealer, which was fine, but I wanted a little bit more of a highlight. And my Sephora person told me don't go up too many shades or down too many shades because I'm 385 and we're highlighting. So she was like, don't go down too many. She's like, unless you want a very dramatic. I don't need a very dramatic. I just want something that'll brighten me up a little bit. This seems to have done the trick. I do see it settling in my fine lines, but we're okay with that because we're going to set that on through. Again, I explained to you, I don't care that much for powders. We are going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish and number 3. So here's kind of the color range. It looks a little bit light when you're looking at it in the pan, but once you kind of put it on, it's like one of those translucent colors. I don't do a whole lot with it. I only set where I need to set. Got a little fallout. And then I normally just kind of set the little tip of my nose where I get oily at. And here on my chin. And then right here in the middle of my forehead. So that's it. And I think I'm kind of liking it. Go Fenty, because even the shade. So now we've had a chance to oxidize and everything looks really good. Like it's a good match. But again, we'll keep pushing forward. So the next thing we will actually look at, kind of scratch that. I kind of gotta, y'all see that? Oh, I got it. Next thing we'll do is we're gonna say contour, but I don't know if you saw it in the beginning of the video. I actually have a permanent contour of where I naturally contour. I don't like the color of the contour of my normal skin, so we got the matchstick and truffle to kind of offset that. But I only put it right where my natural contour finds. So basically this is just giving it that little brown color instead of the more black color. I do go ahead and put a little dot the Fenty dots just kind of make a nice little horn. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can. So I'm going to point it out to you. Do you see that? It's like a random spot. I feel like I either put my powder there too much or something. Let's even try to blend that out a little bit. Maybe the powder was, I just put a lot of the powder there. Yep, that fixed it. So maybe that powder was a little bit too drying when I first put it on. Maybe so. We'll see. We'll wait it out. So I do want to use this brush. So what we're going to use this brush for is to contour or bronze, because that's what you're doing. If you have a contour shade that you like or it's a lighter shade, why can't you just bronze with it? Why does it have to be a contour? So we're going to bronze with this. Oh, let's put a little bit at the bottom as well. I want to even out our stuff. So yeah. So we'll start right here at the bottom. The brushes are synthetic and they're actually really nice. They're actually really soft. Would I support her in getting the other fluffy brush? Well, no. I don't use a whole lot of powders. And I didn't get the setting powder because I don't use a whole lot of powder. So I probably wouldn't get the, the fluffy one. The powder brush, but I would probably get she came out with another brush and I think it's for highlighter. It has a nice little arch too, so I would probably get that one. So again, here's that little contour that we had right there. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and then I just go ahead and bring that on down as well. So prior to using this Fenty matchstick, I was using Makeup Revolution, but it was just so dark. So yeah, so you see that? I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that through here at the top, getting rid of some of my faux head, and we'll go here as well. Trying to always go up, not down. And get rid of that 2019 goal we got going, and let's get rid of those chins. So yeah. All right. So I think that blended out quite nicely. Yes. Yeah, I think that did. I actually like this. It's a nice little size. You don't like brushes to just sit in your collection unless you're kind of collecting them. So it seems like a happy medium size for me. So I would probably use it, continue using it for contouring. Next one. So I've already had in my collection the Chili Mango. Let's see, is that the right way? You know, focus. Maybe not. She don't want to focus, but you can see that big old orange. This is Chili Mango from Fenty. I love this. I love orange on me. It looks really good. So we're just going to take this. I just pop this heavily on my cheeks. It makes you feel like you look like Homie the Clown. We're going to get past that. I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. One just kind of a contoured angle, and one is a powder. This is what I normally use to put powder up under my eye. So I probably will not use this brush to put powder on anymore. I feel like one tap with this, I can kind of smooth it under and keep going. So this is a little bit more tapping and moving than I needed to. So we probably won't be using that one, but we'll use it for the concealer. It did a great job on our concealer. So I normally use this side, that contouring side, and I just go in ham. It's a very soft brush, but I just blend it out. Tell me that is not pretty. Oh, what else? Orange is like my new, like, I think we not slept on this orange. Us black girls not slept on this. This is amazing. Do you see this? Do you see the instant glow it gave me? Now to set that as well, my favorite blush is the the dropped, hold on, the dropped Nars Taj Mahal. Now, this is my favorite. It's my favorite. If you are a woman of color, try it. Try it, try it, try it. You're welcome. Okay? So we're going to do this and kind of just add a little bit on our toppers to accentuate that. And because everybody needs a little bit more highlight, we are going to use the Becca Chocolate Geode. And we're just going to add that. And again, I'm using the same brush because I continuously only use these colors. And they're all in the same family. Who cares? And the sad part is I have 1,001 brushes, but you get in a little habit. So that's it. Afterward, we're going to go back and set our eyebrows a little bit. I'm not an eyebrow kind of person. I just fill in how I need them to be filled in. Nothing too major, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to do it. Why not? And so again, I am using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and this is in the color 4.5. I've had 4 previously, but I found that it was just a little bit too light. So I just do that. Nothing too major. Y'all saw how easy. If you need a more tutorial though, that's the best I get. So we give it a second for it all kind of to set. So let's go in and set this all fully because I do feel like it's extra matte, but I love it. So let's spray it down. And this spray is the Urban Decay All Nighter. All Nighter spray. I love this too. So, but I use a lot of spray. We're not going to use any eyeliner because we're not really going anywhere. The only thing we're going to do is test out some lipsticks. So I normally go ahead and get my setting spray on, and then the part that I'm concerned about being too matte, I retouch those a lot of times, just leaving my highlight and everything alone. So yeah, good blend, right? Next thing we're gonna do is I have 2, not 1, but 2 ladies and gentlemen. I have 2 Marc Jacobs lipsticks, and one is in 504 Just Peachy and the other one is 506 Cherished. This is Just Peachy, and this is Cherished. I am going to swatch them both for you. They're very creamy. When I tell you very creamy, very rich. But if you are a woman of color and you want that kind of, hey, I want that metallic lip and a little pop, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's $30 a piece. It is. But is it worth it? We're gonna see. So here's the swatches of them. So do you see the Just Peachy? And so this is the Just Peachy and this is the Cherished. I'm gonna put Just Peachy on here because it's my favorite and I don't feel like this swatch is doing it justice. So we're going to add that on there. I feel like it brings out the color in my eyes, which is, remember I told you at the beginning of the video that these bronzy colors, these copper bronzy colors are my color. That's me. So we're just gonna, the fact that somebody made a lipstick this color, I'm not even mad. They're actually really nice, and they do have the little, oh, let's discuss this packaging. Yeah, it's like that. It was worth $30. So yeah, so I do love the lipstick. Oh my god, highlight. Yes, so currently right now I'm using the Nars. I'm lying to you. I'm lying. I want to try the Nars mascara, but I'm using the Marc Jacobs mascara. Do I love it? It's alright. How about that? My favorite was the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I try not to buy a lot of mascaras because I keep them for a little bit longer time, so I don't just buy them just to buy them, just to have in my collection. The next one on radar for me to purchase and try is the Nars one that they just came out, that released for the holiday season, and it's kind of that red spiked. I'm going to try that one, but I need to finish off some. Like, I felt like I've thrown these away. These aren't cheap, so, and it comes with a lot of product. I don't always do my makeup every day, so the fact that I would need to keep purchasing some for them to sit around and get dried out and waste my money is not going to go that way. So I just buy them as I need them. So when the Better Than Sex ran out, this is when I got the Marc Jacobs, and I think I got it in a set. So with that being said, the next one look out for is the Nars one. If it's something that you want me to review, go ahead and put it in the comments and we'll go from there. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done. It was a very simple face. This was no big old glam. It was trying the Fenty foundation out, introducing myself to you, because why can't we be friends? I'm trying to be your role model around here. I'm trying to be my baby role model, your baby role model, you, your friend, your sister, girlfriend, everybody role model, because I feel like we, as not even just women, not black women, not anything of the sort, just people in general, we just need somebody we can look up to. So, and if he's either gaining some type of perspective or getting some type of knowledge, or just coming on here saying, hey, we're just gonna do it together. So we're gonna make ourselves look all cute, because we got to have the last little pictures. Last little pictures is coming on now, because I think this is it, girl. I think this is it. You think this is it? Because I think it's it. So yeah, this is Fenty. This is $3.85 with $3.80 concealer. So if you are in the $3.85 foundation and you're kind of, hey, do I want to try the $3.85, which I've seen plenty of videos on there, so I'm actually glad that I picked up $3.80. I feel like it got slept on. I feel like people went in there, and if you weren't $3.85, you went for $3.70. Like, if you didn't choose the $3.85 concealer, you went for $3.70. You don't have to go that far, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta go that far unless you want that highlighted look. But for me, this gave a little better highlight than $3.85. So yeah. So thanks for joining my video. Look out for a couple more videos coming out, basically introducing myself, possibly my family, introducing possibly some hauls. There's so many videos I like, and this is a new channel, so I think it's more me trying to figure out what you guys want to see, what I want to show you, what I want to preview you guys into my life, and figuring it all out, because that's what I think is the hardest thing, is figuring out all the details. But if you would like further information, not only on the Marc Jacobs, but the Fenty line or anything else, and I have so much other stuff I can review for you guys. I have quite a bit of makeup. But it's okay. He's supportive, and you guys are not going to be supportive of me too. We're going to do it together. Okay? So, thank you again for joining my channel. Look out for more videos. Please, if you have questions, comments of how I can make this channel better, lighting, sound, anything, we're just now launching again. This will be the first video kind of coming out. So if you're like, hey, I don't like when you look to the left of the screen, and I want you to look to the right, put it in there. Why not? Because again, I'm trying to be your role model, but I'm trying to use you guys as role models too. Like, tell me what y'all want to see and I'll put it on now. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming and sitting with me and doing this face with me. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you feel like I need to add anything else. I don't do lashes like that. I only do them on special occasions, so my everyday look is not going to have a lash. Tell me if you think this is a good match. Again, here's the chest mats again. And if you want to see a couple of the other foundations and stuff like that I use, you know, that'll be in the near future. But in the meantime, we can kind of, you put it down there. Who knows? That video might come out tomorrow. So thank you again. Subscribe, hit the like button, and share with a friend. You guys have a blessed day. And again, be a role model. That's the whole point. You don't have to be a particular person's role model. If you strive every day to be a good role model, then it will reflect and you will be somebody's role model, even though you don't know that you are. So thanks again.